Hello there, my name is Ben Chapman and welcome to episode 13, unlucky for some, of my Rebranding WWE save. Today is Smackdown on Fox at the campus field in front of 9,584 people, and we open up with a match, which was badly put together by the road agent, as it seems, as Bayley defends her Smackdown Women's Championship against Naomi. So a pretty simple match that goes on. Bayley picks up the win in just under 15 minutes with the Rose Plant, not the Bayley to Belly. Rose Plant, of course, is her face buster finisher. Gets a 68, which is pretty poor, but based on the performances, I think that is down to it's the road agent's fault for that. And then after the match, Sasha Banks jumps Bayley in the middle of the ring, which sets the turn. The way I'm building it is that Banks has had enough of being pressure. Like Bayley starts ranting at Sasha Banks for not interfering, and Banks just has enough and snaps and starts beating down Bayley. So it's a way that she can beat down Bayley and turn face at the same time. It's not Bayley turning face, it's Banks turning face. Gets 100 ratings. These two are phenomenal, and this isn't going to be the next program. I'm going to say that this will not be the next program. We're not going to have Banks versus Bayley for a while. We go backstage where Mandy Rose is with Otis and Otis. Tucker comes over and says, "Oh, Otis, come on, we have a match next. Come on, we need to go out there." And so Mandy gives them both good luck, but it's starting to sow seeds of the tension between Otis and Tucker, because Otis is focusing on Mandy over Tucker. Their match is next, as they beat the team of Catchpoint, Matt Riddle and Drew Gulak, when Otis pins Gulak with the World's Strongest Slam. Gets an 82 rating. Great performances from all four guys in the ring. Otis was by far the best, with the technical work of Riddle and Gulak complementing the brute size and strength of Heavy Machinery. After that match, we've got two segments back to back. First up is Daniel Bryan and Jeff Hardy. They're discussing the main event, and also because they're teaming together for the IC title picture, but also Jeff speaking to Bryan about when he faced The Fiend earlier this year. What's it like being in the ring with him? And Daniel Bryan just goes, "There's nothing which will ever compare to it. There's nothing that can prepare you for being in the ring with The Fiend." But they're sort of seen on the same page. And on the other side, there we go to another backstage shot where King Corbin and AJ Styles are chatting together. And both of them are pretty much going like, "Okay, you stay out of this, leave this to me." Showing more dissension, that they're not really getting along. Gets a 100 rating because all four guys are great promos, let's be honest here. We might not like all of them, but they're all great promos. We then see Nikki Cross backstage, and she suddenly just gets jumped by Alexa Bliss. Gets beaten down, and this beatdown goes for ages. Goes like 5-10 minutes of Alexa Bliss just using everything around to just beat her, and Nikki Cross is pretty much being forced away from her by EMTs. And then you just see Alexa just suddenly snap out of it and just look at Nikki and look at her hands and just wonder what she's done. This is going to be building to a match between these two, yes. After that segment, we will, if it loads, maybe I misclicked. We have a singles match between Tommaso Ciampa and John Morrison. And Ciampa makes Morrison tap out with the Project Ciampa 2, which is the Fujiwara Armbar. Gets a 74, which I'm quite disappointed at, considering they both got in the 80s for in-ring performance. But to be fair, I'm not going to argue with it, because it's done me pretty well so far. But Ciampa defeats Morrison gets a Project Ciampa, and Morrison taps out, and straight after the match, The Miz jumps Ciampa. He jumps in and just starts laying out. Ciampa just starts just wailing on him with punches while Ciampa's pretty much still down. Morrison gets involved as well from just the match, and Ciampa is left on the floor. Braun Strowman lays out a challenge that anybody gets a week to train for him. He's issuing the open challenge for next week. So you have a week to prepare and I won't know who you are. But well, that's your option. Or there's nobody here who can actually beat me. So what's the point in any of you even trying? I am the monster in this place. And you can train for as much as you want for that 1 week. There's no point even coming out, because the second you step out here, you've lost. Gets a 100 rating. Straight after that, we've got an 8-man tag. See, AEW aren't the only people who can do multi-man tags, which sees the Motor City Machine Guns and the Lucha House Party team up to take on Zayn, Nakamura, Cesaro, and Dijakovic. And Shelly picks and makes Cesaro tap out with a Border City stretch. Michigan. So that it's pretty clear that Motor City Machine Guns have a mandate to be #1 contenders for Payback. They've beaten Cesaro and Nakamura multiple times now. It's an 80 rating for this match, but as a result of the loss, Dijakovic just decides to beat up Sami Zayn. He was on their side just because they needed numbers, not because he actually liked them. Gets an 80 rating for that segment. Pretty good. Also, Sami Zayn's not a good heel according to this game. And then the main event. There appears to have been a mistake here. That's not what it's supposed to have been. The match is supposed to end in a draw. Jeff Hardy and Daniel Bryan were supposed to draw a non-contest with AJ Styles and King Corbin, because the Fiend was supposed to teleport in and make Jeff Hardy disappear. He was supposed to make Jeff completely disappear, and that was supposed to be the end of the show, was the Fiend taking out Jeff Hardy. Well, I don't really know, to be honest. That wasn't how it's supposed to go, but I'll accept it. It was an 82 rated match. Getting 89 overall. After that weird ending. Oh, I'll find a way to make it work. So Jeff Hardy and Daniel Bryan won because Daniel Bryan cheated. Okay. Okay, we'll work with that. Okay. I've been Ben Chapman. If you liked this video, make sure to hit that thumbs up. If you're new around here, subscribe. Let me know in the comments section what you thought. Bye.